Hey, True Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. This post is a possibly a darker topic, especially for some, but I think it is worth bringing up. And I don't want my message to be misinterpreted. I don't hate anybody. Well, maybe one group, but I don't hate black people at all. I grew up. I was raised by black men in a lot of regards, and I still have a lot of black friends. Here's a real story from yesterday, April 14th, 2015. A friend of mine, he does what I used to do. He works at a group home, he helps out children. And when you work at those places, it's a community living, so you have to do shopping. So yesterday, he was in the community shopping at the grocery store for these kids. And he said while he was shopping there was a woman staring at him a lot. And to be friendly, he just did a little wave at her. And he said after he waved at her, she just turned away and walked away. So he went on shopping and just ignored it. And a couple aisles down, he passed her path again, and he said, "Hey, sorry, I didn't mean anything with the wave. I was just trying to be friendly." And he said the woman didn't respond, and he just thought, "Oh, okay, well, whatever. I guess she's just not that nice." Well, lo and behold, this woman went and made a complaint about this man, and it made it all the way back to his work, and he's currently suspended from his job. And I know this is a good human being, and it just makes me sick to think this kind of stuff happens. And I can guarantee, this woman that did this report did it because this guy is black. She would not have treated a white guy like this. It's just so gross. And this guy's being reprimanded from just trying to essentially be a friendly person who thought maybe a lady was flirting with him. But anyway, the reason this woman is the way she is and does this to this man is because she's grown up in this world that has taught so many to hate people because of race, religion, nation, and everything else. And at the pinnacle of all that racial hatred being taught, especially in this country, the United States of America, has been hatred for the black man. Nobody gets it worse. And, you know, the word from history, the hateful word given to people who are black is the word nigger. And that word has a very curious gematria that we see a lot that fits into the gematria of other racial stereotypes, which we'll talk about. Can you guess what the gematria of nigger is, Truth Seeker? I don't think it's any mistake that Jackie Robinson wore the number 42 or that he was called up on April 15th in the year 47. That's a date with 66 numerology. These are important numbers to these Zionist assholes that run our world and teach this racial hatred. The word nigger has a Pythagorean gematria of 42, just like Ferguson, just like Missouri. And why do I bring those places up? Because that's where the Michael Brown shooting happened this year, where they tried to start a race riot. And his initials, MB, M is the 13th letter. In numerology, 1 plus 3 becomes 4. B is the second letter. So MB is another coded 42 in Ferguson, Missouri. In the movie Jackie Robinson, titled 42, there was a lot of talk about how the word nigger was used way too much. I think this is why the movie was titled 42. And it turns out the numbers behind these words are of much importance to a certain group of people, the same group of people who make these movies. Also, years ago, same word was written on Jackie Robinson's statue. So it's not just the N word, as so many people call it, that has the coded gematria. It's other words like honky and redneck, which are both 33 words. And both of them are also 42 words with the K exception. It was Sherman Alexander Hemsley who made the word honky popular. He has the coded gematria, the 33 gematria. He died unexpectedly at the age of 74. See how it works, Truth Seeker? He used that word honky. It's just like redneck. Redneck's the same way, 33 and 42. And just think of all the other racial insults. You start doing the gematria of them, you'll find all the familiar numbers we talk about so often. The way we've been taught to hate has been coded by the numbers. Race, religion, nation. So this post isn't meant to offend, it's meant to enlighten and show you what is being done in this nation. You know, everyone does this 42 tribute for Jackie Robinson thinking it's a nice thing, but it's not. It's not. These people always have an ulterior motive, a darker one. All right, Truth Seeker. Until next time. Encore, Truth Seeker. One last point. Jackie Robinson Day is celebrated April 15th, the date Lincoln died in history. At the beginning of Obama's presidency, he reopened Ford's Theater, where Lincoln was once shot and killed. He reopened it on February 11th, the 42nd day of the year. In 2014, there was a White House fence jumper on a date with 42 Numerology. 33 days later, there was a second White House fence jumper. Again, Ford's Theater was first reopened in '68, the year Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, April 4th, or 4/4. Obama is the 44th president. This is how all these numbers tie together. There's a reason Jackie Robinson Day is celebrated on April 15th, the date associated with Lincoln dying, who's known for freeing the slaves, mostly black people. This is all part of the sick joke, part of the ongoing sick narrative. And we're not going to stop it until it's exposed and people awake to what's really going on in this world and stop blaming and pointing the fingers at the wrong people. We've been taught to hate. That's what we have to remember. That's how we can forgive the ignorant. All right, Truth Seeker.